that's what you do if you're looking for a luxury item from Louis Vuitton. You check the website at 5 a.m. as soon as you wake up, like a normal person. Hello, welcome back to Classics with a Quirk, where we talk about contemporary and luxury designer items and brands with a touch of silliness. This is the kind of content that you find interesting. Please do like this video and subscribe for more of it. Thank you. So here's the thing, though Louis Vuitton has an online website, items, especially the hard to find, very sought after items, are not often available. But there are some tips and tricks that I'm going to share with you now about how to find the item of your dreams and actually get it into your hands. So keep watching. Two very much loved and very sought after SLGs are the mini pochette and the key pouch. Very difficult to find. I did not find these in store. I bought both of these items online. How did I do that, you ask? Well, I will tell you. First of all, I made an account. So when you go to the Louis Vuitton website, you have the option to just browse as a guest or to make an account and browse as a not guest. Make an account. Don't browse as a guest, because if you are able to find an item as an add to bag and you are as a guest, you have to make an account and log in first, or you have to go through the guest checkout process, which takes a few seconds longer. And those few seconds, that item might sell out. Make an account. The next thing you should do once you've made an account is create a wish list. So go through all the items that you're interested in, go through each section, search for the SLGs, search for the bags that you like, and add them to your wish list. I believe that Louis Vuitton's wish list only goes up to 20 pieces at this time, so if you want 21 or more pieces, I can't help you with that, but hopefully you'll be able to buy one of the pieces on your wish list and then add another one, so it shouldn't be an issue. So I added the mini pochette to my wish list, I added the key pouch to my wish list, I added the holiday animation 2020 Funfair Vivian Zippy to my wish list, and I just had them all as, call for availability, but in my wish list start. The next thing you want to do is check your wish list and refresh. So the thing about the Louis Vuitton website, from what I've seen, is that the wish lists get updated a little bit faster than the website itself does. So I've had stuff on my wish list as add to bag before, but if I click on the full details of the item and go to the item actual page, it says call for availability or notify me. It doesn't have an add to cart option. But in my wish list, it's still add to bag and purchasable, which is how I actually got this item. It was not available on the item's full detail page, but on my wish list it was add to bag, so I did it and got it. So hey, this works. There's an excellent thread on the purse forum called the What Are You Stocking Today thread, and the one that I'm talking about specifically is for the US and Canada, but there are multiple threads for multiple places and multiple websites, so just find the one that you want. I'll link the USA and Canada one in the description box below. And people like me, actually, and other people will just check the website at intervals and then just post, hey guys, the key pouch in Damier Jure or the key pouch in Damier Bean is add to cart. Buy it. Go forth. Purchase. And they'll get really excited to share the fact that these items and pieces are available, and that's super cool. It's a really nice community. So you can actually see, you can check that website periodically and people will say, hey guys, the Damier Bean mini pochette is add to bag, go, and then it'll sell out in 26 seconds, but you have those 26 seconds as an option. If it's in your wish list, you can go directly to your wish list and then add to bag, as opposed to trying to go to the website and then searching the item and then clicking. All of those things take extra time, and the more seconds you can cut down to purchase the piece, get the item in your cart, the more likely you are to actually be able to complete the checkout process. So check the What Are You Stocking Today thread, and you can actually look at the times that pieces are usually stocked. Now, for instance, I have noticed that the key pouch in Monogram and the key pouch in Damier Bean are generally stocked 6 a.m. EST. I wake up at around that time, 5 or 6 in the morning, and so sometimes I'll just check the website, because that's what you do if you're looking for a luxury item from Louis Vuitton. You check the website at 5 a.m. as soon as you wake up, like a normal person. I checked the website and almost without fail, the Monogram and Damia Bean are in stock. So it seems to be a regular stocking time. Some pieces are not stocked as regularly as that. For instance, the Demi-Mesure key pouch and the mini pochette were both like kind of random times, but they were random times that were kind of regular for these pieces. So the mini pochette was like 350 on a Tuesday, 3:50 p.m. on a Tuesday, and then nothing for a couple of weeks, and then it was like 3:50 on a Thursday. So 3:50 on a weekday might be a time to check the piece. And you can go back through the purse forum thread and see when items were normally available, and people will share times and dates that they got their pieces. Again, super cool community. In fact, I've actually had some really awesome commenting from people telling me when they've got their items to like let me know, and that is always super appreciated. If you get a piece on the website, please do share the date and time that you got it, because first of all, it's always cool to know. I'm always excited when you get an item. I love you sharing that with me, but also like if you can have a conversation in the comments with other people who are after these pieces, like please do share, because I'd love to build a community here, and that's the way to do it, right? So you have the item in your wish list, you have an account, you have the times that you should check, refresh, check often, and check regularly. So if you make it a habit to check the purse forum at these days and times, just kind of continue to do it. Some people say that it'll take them, couple of months. Some people it's only taken them a few days. I actually was really fortunate in that I scored the key pouch and a bean only a few days after I started checking the website for it, in part because I had already done all those steps. I'd made an account, I'd added it to the wish list, I checked the purse forum, I saw it was there, I went to the wish list immediately, refreshed, add to bag, bought it. The mini pochette was a lot more time taken, but it was kind of the same thing. It was in my wish list, I refreshed my wish list, I clicked down to see what was available, this was available, purchase immediately. Another thing that you can do, again, to cut out time on your checkout process is to add a credit card already, or to already link your account to PayPal. So the more steps you cut out for the purchasing time, the more likely you are to get the item. I've actually had trouble with my credit cards connecting to Louis Vuitton. It always asks for double authentication. So I found that checking out through PayPal actually is what will get me a piece. I've tried to check out with a card before, and it didn't work a couple of times, and I lost out on an item, and that is very disappointing, especially if you've been looking at that item for a while. Like I almost had the pochette accessoire in Demi-Mesure, and I missed out on it, and I also missed out on the mini pochette in Demi-Mesure, and I'm still upset about it. But one day, it'll be fine. It's fine. So now all the steps are in place. You have an account, you have a wish list, you know when to check for the pieces. You go to the wish list, you refresh. It's add to bag. Add it to bag immediately. Don't hesitate. Once it's in your wish list, you know that you want it, add it to bag, and then go through the checkout process. Because what can happen, and what is super crushing sometimes, is that you get to the checkout process, and right before you click pay, it'll load and load and load, and then you'll get this item is out of stock. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. But you have a couple of options here too. Once it's in your cart and you've started to continue the checkout process, if it's out of stock, then you have a couple of options. Refresh several times over the next couple of minutes just to see, because sometimes the item will pop back in stock because someone else who's been checking out will choose not to get the items. Items are held for a few seconds as you go through the checkout process. So someone else ends their checkout process, an item is suddenly made available again. If you refresh, you have the option to immediately finish your checkout. You might get that item. So refresh a couple of times if it's out of stock just to do it. This has worked for me. That's actually how I got my Zippy. It was add to bag, I added to bag, I tried to go through, pay with my credit card. The credit card didn't work for some reason. Again, I should really learn. I have learned. And I refreshed, and then I paid through PayPal, and I got it. So there you go. That's a method. Another thing that you can do, and I have not personally tried this, but other people have, is that if it's in your cart, you can actually call the Louis Vuitton line and say, hey, I was in the process of checking out, and then I was almost ready to pay, like I tried to, and then it was item out of stock, but it's still in my cart. Can you help me? And I've seen on the purse forum, people have talked about, they were pleasant and polite, and the CA on the phone actually said, okay, I see that it is in your cart because you have an account. I can check your account and I see that it's in your cart. I will give you a special link to buy. And they'll give you like a private link that you can actually click on and continue the purchase and buy it. Now, again, that I have not personally done that, but I've read several accounts of people who have. So you might as well try, right? No harm in trying and seeing if it works for you. So those are my tips on how to purchase a difficult to get item through the Louis Vuitton website. I hope that they work for you. If they do work for you, or you have something else that works for you, please do leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear stories about what you've got and how you've scored them. So again, please do share. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe for more of this kind of content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.